Let's react to the new Tommy G video, the most dangerous gang in New York. Damn.
Who are the Trinitarios?
Dangerous, notorious.
Gang. You can search it up. We're the most dangerous gang.
It is a Dominican gang the NYPD has been watching and fighting for years.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tommy G. I'm in Hunts Point, the most dangerous neighborhood in New York, and today I'm with the Trinitarios.
Fucking big 3D pizza, you heard? Gangsta.
Like, no Tuesday, I'm aiming for tacos. Spit through and I'm looking for Vato. DPK, all them niggas is shot though. Twitch out, but I'm looking for Flaco. When I run in the X, but I have my paper. I'ma sit on that block like a kid.
DPK, nigga.
Popo.
Yeah.
No. Plátano con salami.
Isn't that sus? Are you guys tricking me right now?
No.
The Trinitarios are one of the most notorious gangs in New York City. This Dominican gang formed in Rikers Island Prison in 1993 by Leonidas Junito Sierra and Julio Caballo Marin. This gang quickly earned a reputation for their use of machetes and knives. For example, in 2020, 26 members were charged within Rikers Island Prison for a string of stabbings in the late 2010s. The most public and gruesome act in violence carried out by the gang occurred in 2018 when Lissandro Guzman Feliz was dragged out of a bodega by members of the Trinitarios and stabbed to death in the Belmont neighborhood of the Bronx. This group has also attracted attention by the Justice Department. In 2022, 16 members of Every Dollar Gang, a Trinitario faction, caught a RICO for their involvement with 5 murders, 12 attempted murders, and 7 gunpoint robberies. We go boots on the ground today and speak with a group of Trinitarios in Hunts Point, located in the Bronx, and known as New York's most dangerous neighborhood. Let's begin the episode. We're in the Bronx, going to Hunts Point, which is one of the most dangerous places. We just got done being in Hartford, Connecticut, exploring why gun violence is escalating and getting out of control, and now we're here in New York, meeting with a squad called the Trinitarios, which I don't know if you ever heard of them, but people have been emailing me about them. Somehow we got connected with some guys, and so we're looking to get into it. How you doing? We're pulling up to the scene, and the boys are already here. KB?
I'm the one you was texting.
Yes. How you doing, bro?
How you been, gang?
Good to meet you guys. Good to meet you. Good to meet you. Good to meet you. What's up? Oh, I talked to you on the phone too. I have to piss my pants. Is there a bathroom around the corner?
I'm gonna tell you right now. Go to the laundry. Use the bathroom.
Okay.
What do you want to go to the dungeon?
The dungeon?
Yeah.
Whoa. This looks like the Jewish synagogue shit.
A secret tunnel built under a famous synagogue in Brooklyn. 60-foot tunnel was found right underneath the Chabad Lubavitch World Headquarters in Crown Heights.
If you guys don't hear from me in 10 minutes, come get me, alright?
I got you. You heard? I got you.
I'll stay in there. This is the New York experience right here. I'm pissing in the dungeon. I'll see you guys in a second.
Let's see who put the niggas we don't like.
Alright guys, by the way, we have to say before the video gets started, if you want to rock the big dogs got these sweatshirts, they've been selling like absolutely crazy. Here's why. We got the crazy back. We got hundreds of you around the country repping this. So get yours before your size gets out of stock. They go very quickly, but I appreciate the support. It's amazing that this is my job. So thank you for the support. The biggest gang in the world, a good gang. We try and make positive things happen. Let's talk to these fellas. How much does rent go for down there? I'm ready to move in.
That's probably like $50 an hour, son.
The dungeon.
We'll put boxes and like we'll stand on top of
The chick down there.
Nobody can, you know what I'm saying? You stuck down there.
Do you guys have a bunch of like secret hideout type spots? Like this to me is like a cool secret hideout.
Yeah, but this camera, so you can't, it's not really a hideout.
How good is the camera system in New York?
HD, 4K, just like that.
Is that the store owner's camera or is that like the police camera?
Yeah, both.
Yeah. Facial tracking technology?
All that, bro, it's New York, bro.
Because in China, they can like track you by how you walk,
shit here,
right?
too.
Like they register you in the system. That's New York.
Listen, bro, if you get shot right here, the camera's just gonna follow you to wherever you go. If you get in a car and you try to leave, they're still gonna follow you. Because they'll get the license plate, the color of the car. All of these basically connected to
It's like Big Brother kind of.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
crazy. That's bad, bro, because you know what I'm saying? You could accidentally be doing something by mistake and forget this.
You could accidentally be doing something by mistake. I like the way you said that. Tell the people, where the hell are we right now?
Hunts Point, right there.
No, not F block, not H block. What is G block known for?
Listen, man. Google it. It's a bad place, but we from here, so we try to, you know, make it good.
What's the reputation of NYPD around here?
They are very, very, very corrupt. They'll push on you, they'll stop and frisk you, and you can't do that no more.
I heard one of our
Shit
friends
like
here maybe got caught for jaywalking the other day.
No, that happened to me twice too.
For real, they actually get you for jaywalking?
Yeah, they do for anything. I was like just
Because that's a
jaywalking.
probable cause to stop you.
They can search you, go through your stuff, see if you got warrants, anything,
I love
and then
the way
pick
your
you up right
hands
now.
come out of that-
The police try to run me over just to search me, bro, for no reason, bro.
They actually ran one of my friends over too before.
One of my friends is locked up right now. Free talk. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Right
here, up
3
the
in the
block.
morning, you heard?
Free the bros.
So I go to a lot of places around the country, right, fellas? And most places they're like, they're not really worried about the police. They have crazy guns out. But I've noticed New York, you have to like at least respect them, even if you don't like them. They're about it.
You don't gotta respect them. You just can't be dirty. You can't have a gun on you talking crazy to them. Now, if you clean, if you just a citizen walking and they try to harass you, you could violate them.
What's the green I see around me? I see some.
Is our favorite color here?
That's your favorite color?
Yeah.
So what's the squad? What do you guys refer to yourself as?
We 3DP. That's a music group we have.
What is 3DP about?
3 different personalities.
Like you guys are schizophrenic or what?
There's different personalities. You got the savages, people get money.
You have a little savage in you.
Sure.
You have a little lover boy in you.
Sure.
And you have a
money
little
too.
money man in you.
We all get to wear different hats in this life. You could be the peacemaker, you could be
Exactly.
the warrior. But it seems like the young bucks nowadays are way more concerned about war than peace. Why do you think that is?
Because they feel like they had to show and prove, but I be trying to tell them like, you don't have to do that, bro.
Because war can be stressful, right?
It's not even that. It's like you casualties that come with wars. That's the problem. I lost so many friends in the street. That's cool.
What's the makeup of this neighborhood? I'm seeing a bunch of different shades, so it looks pretty mixed, like a lot of different types of
It's
folks.
everybody is out here. We even have white people out here. Spanish people, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Mexican, black, Cuban, all type of races out here.
I watch you on YouTube.
I appreciate you.
too.
Hello, how are you? Good to see
Can I get a
you.
photo?
Of course, let's do it. Study hard, stay in school, okay? We just bumped into a young guy. What's your advice for the youth out there? Do they join a squad like yours, or should they stay away? What do you think?
Nah, if you make music come through, you heard?
I've always been fascinated by gangs. I grew up in an area that had almost zero gang activity,
If you
and I'm
make
intrigued
music
as to
come
what makes a
through.
young man sign up for a lifestyle that usually ends somewhere between death or prison. But as I thought about it more, I thought about this. If you grow up in a very dangerous gang-infested area and you don't have a gang, chances are you're going to be prey. You're going to be at the bottom of the totem pole in your area. So as a defense mechanism, you create your own gang to survive. And of course, humans are tribal. So if there's a rival gang, you want to be stronger than them. That's just how
Okay, I live in New York. There's plenty of games. I'm now in one. You probably get in a game because you want to. You want to get money, you want to get fame, or your childhood was bad and shit. That's all. Because you live in a neighborhood with gangs, that don't mean that you're gonna join. If it was because of that, I would be in a gang, but I'm not. Fucking civilian for life.
human nature works. And people will say, well, get rid of the gangs, get rid of the gangs. Well, if you get rid of their gang, all of a sudden they're going to become prey on the totem pole again. If you ask the experts why this is all happening, they usually say it comes down to education, economics, and family structure. The more educated people are, the more economic opportunities people have, and the more they have a cohesive family unit with a dad and a mom in the house, the less often these types of things will happen. I always want to see neighborhoods get better and improve, so these are the types of things I think about. Tell me about this guy that's on the wall right now.
That's the gorgeous gangster himself right there.
The gorgeous gangster.
Yeah,
It's a good
man.
name.
That's his name, DJ. I ain't gonna lie, it's one of my closest friends right there.
What can you tell us about DJ?
Cool ass dude, I ain't gonna lie. He just, you know, people go through things. He would have been right here with us if he was alive, I'll tell you that much.
What happened to him?
It's like hard to talk about it because I don't like what he did to himself, but
Took his life.
Yeah, bro. He was going through a lot, you know? Like, I can't blame him for what he did. Mad at him, but you know, everybody go through different things in life.
I think especially with men, like if you look at statistics, it's men that take their life. I had a friend in college, one of the happiest go lucky guys. If he was with you, he'd be making you laugh. His name was Max, and he was the smoothest with the ladies. He got so many ladies.
That's him right there.
Yeah, and then, you know, you get a call like Max is not here. I have chills thinking about it because it's strange that you can have somebody right here in front of you laughing, having a good time, and you never really realize maybe what's going on, and all of a sudden they're gone.
A lot of niggas, they think like just because you in the streets and you don't got feelings and a lot of mental health is a real issue. But a lot of people, like, they be going through a lot of streets, their family, poverty, drugs, like addictions.
A lot of people have problems that they don't like to speak about too. They just keep it to themselves, and that builds up, you know?
Certain niggas know how to hide that
too. My son used to smile all the time. What a bro.
Yeah, nobody
Nigga, the
expected
same
that.
day he died, he was smiling, laughing with me, joking, for me.
And the other thing is, it doesn't matter who you are or what career you have. Like, everyone struggles in life. One of my friends is a rapper on tour. Called him in the airport, LAX. He's feeling sad. He's down. Like, but on the surface level, everyone's gonna look at it and be like, he's the man. He's on stage. He's getting girls. You know, but he's still.
That's why sometimes people be scared to say their emotions. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta check up on people and make sure you feel me.
I feel like especially in tough neighborhoods, like guys are supposed to be like cold and like no emotion whatsoever, and it's impossible. Like everyone feels things, you know.
Indoors is where you might around cry, or you might punch the wall when nobody's around.
After you cry, you actually feel pretty damn good.
Yeah,
you know.
like,
that is good, but when you let everything out, but you feel like.
Who are the Trinitarios?
Dangerous, notorious f***ing gang.
You can search it out. We're the most dangerous gang. Niggas don't even talk about us. Like,
some refer to the Trinitarios as the most feared gang in New York. Now, every gang you talk to claims.
I don't know, but I heard the other gangs are scared like to fuck with them because they know
they're the most dangerous, and in New York, you have a lot of dangerous gangs to choose from.
It will
Bloods,
get bad.
Crips, Latin Kings, and MS-13, just to name a few. So why do some say that the Trinitarios are the most feared? They will tell you it's because of their unity. While certainly they are outnumbered by gangs like the Bloods and the Crips, they'll tell you that
they
a
don't
big
give a
difference
fuck.
between
Like, they
Black
don't think
gangs and
they
Latino
don't
gangs
give a
is
fuck.
structure and solidarity. For example, they'll say it's not unusual to see rival factions beefing amongst themselves, but that usually does not happen amongst Trinitarios, especially while in jail together. The other thing Trinitarios will tout is their vetting process. While some gangs might just let people in their ranks quickly, it's a 3 to 6 month process where an applicant is observed in traits such as loyalty and commitment, and only when they prove themselves are they allowed in. So the question becomes, if you were trying to figure out who is the most dangerous gang in New York, do you pick the one with the most amount of members or the one that you believe to be the most unified and loyal? You decide.
they claim that we're the most dangerous gang, so we just, you know, whatever, but you know, it's not, everybody's not really on that time, you know? There's a lot of us that's trying to push peace and positive vibes, music and shit, but we're known for a lot of bad shit, but every gang is known for bad shit.
Good and bad,
yeah,
right?
We just lit, that's it, that's all.
God give us family, the family fight for our freedom. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be against the abusing it. You know what I'm trying to tell you? We're a family. We stick together, one for all, one for everything.
Do you feel like in tough neighborhoods it's almost essential to be part of a squad, like to survival, or can you be like a kid that's in science books off by
kids
yourself?
over here that chill with us, that's not.
when you're born in that environment, most kids, like, they join something as a, like,
To be cool.
they like the feeling of, like, family, of unity that they usually don't get in other, like, from their family or something.
I'm gonna know if you just want to be this because it's cool or because of clout and shit. And I'm gonna tell you, bro, you could hang out with us, bro. You don't gotta be this, because this not for everybody.
At the end of the day, just make sure you know what you signed up for, you heard?
This is real, bro, you feel me? So you can't be out here playing with your life and shit, because people die behind this shit, bro.
Shot at all that. You feel me? It happens. Gangsta.
I know that in New York drill music, especially the younger kids, there's a lot of disrespect that I hear in the songs, like Smoking on Dead Ops, things like that. But also there was a story of kids kicking over candles of a guy that got killed.
That happens. I done did that in my youth.
At the end of the day, we human. It's bad enough we smoking on people, you know what I'm saying? So me personally, I'm against the whole kicking candles and because at the end of the day, Dead Ops got families and you know what I'm saying? So his mom, that's all she might see every day, looking at her kids' candles and stuff.
Is he calling from the jail phone right now?
Yeah, jail phone. Yo, we on a video right now, yo.
That's not a fugitive. Underscore 3DP. You already know the vibes, man. I'm on an island right now, the body here.
You're in Rikers? Hey brothers, Tommy G, how you doing? Tell me about the conditions in Rikers. Some people have never been in there in their life. What's the food like? What do you get to do?
It's nasty. You got white people telling us sneaking off schedule and shit.
Rikers Island is the most infamous correctional facility in New York. Founded in 1932.
Ain't no fucking. That nigga most of the crazy ass crime to go to an island. Damn.
This facility has housed rappers like Lil Wayne, Tupac, and A$AP Rocky. The jail has long gained notoriety for its overcrowding and gang activity. In fact, in 1993, 2 gangs were born in Rikers Island, the United Blood Nation and the Trinitarios. This jail currently stands to be closed by the end of August of 2027 and will be replaced by 4 smaller borough-based jails due to the immense overcrowding and violence. And until this happens, New Yorkers are calling for a federal takeover of the facility to ensure more safety. Trinitarios that are locked up in Rikers Island can make a lot of money. They bribe correctional officers to smuggle in drugs, knives, cell phones, and other contraband. In jail, drugs can be sold for up to 4 times what they are worth on the street. Within Rikers Island, Trinitarios have a reputation for being quick to knife violence if they feel threatened or provoked. The following footage you've seen in this segment were sent by Trinitarios who were locked up. Like, you had to sleep with the lights on all the time? There's always lights on, or does it get dark at all?
5 o'clock in the morning, he'll turn on the lights. all the way to like 9 o'clock.
If I wanted to smuggle something in, can I bribe his CO?
Hell yeah.
If I'm getting lonely and I want the warm touch of a woman, is it possible to get down with a woman? If I'm ever in Rikers, I can invite Sweet Cheeks to come see me?
Nah, you gotta get the CO for me.
You a movie right now, word of bro.
Look, I'm in a box right now.
Like you solitary? Yeah. What'd you do to get sent to the box?
I poked somebody out. I made a knife and I poked the nigga right in his stomach.
I might tell you a jail story.
Yo, listen, man. Shout out 3DP, man. I got cut up in my face a while back. You feel me? Like I had to spin one of the threes. He ain't take a deal. You feel me? On the way to the school, niggas sparked me, but I sparked the niggas back. I ain't take nothing on the hop. You're a gangster, like.
This was on the way to school?
Yeah. I was on the way to program upstate.
In jail.
Okay.
Jail program, but yeah, man, that's really it. You feel me? It's heavy out here in these streets. You feel me? Like.
They got you twice, huh?
Like 3 times.
And that fight's quick. That happens real quick, huh?
Everybody in New York might not have a gun, but everybody got this.
But more or less, these right here, these work. You heard? Like I'm not niggas the for a living. You heard?
What happens if a cop finds you with that?
Might take you to the precinct too, but they might just.
But not nearly as serious as a gun. So it's similar to England where they do all the shanking because the gun laws are strict.
There's a lot of guns out here, bro. Whoever show guns on YouTube videos here, shit like that, stupid.
You're getting indicted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're stupid.
New York's gang history goes back hundreds of years.
Bro, you can use fake guns, like total shit.
Back in the day, Irish gangs like the Huyus gang and the Dead Rapids controlled much of the criminal underworld in the 1800s. In the early 1900s, the precursor to the Italian mob emerged, the Black Hand. These guys would extort money from people by showing up, putting a letter under somebody's door with a demand. Give us money or we will stab you or blow up your building. And sometimes they did. Bombings were very common in this time. Then, from 1920 to 1933, the prohibition of alcohol occurred, which opened up a massive opportunity for the Italian mob to capitalize on, bootlegging. The cash that flowed in from this was one of the many rackets that contributed to the rise of the Italian mobs as the premier gangs of New York. The mob seemed untouchable until the invention of the RICO in the 1970s, which enabled the conviction of the mob's leadership. The 1986 Mafia Commission trial, led by prosecutor Rudy Giuliani, went against the heads of the 5 major Italian families, and this loosened the grip that Italian crime gangs had on the New York underworld. This power vacuum allowed black gangs such as the Bloods and Crips, and Latin gangs such as the Latin Kings and the Trinitarios to take over power. History tells us that change is certain. I wonder what will come next.
Niggas are ball, niggas what we do, nigga. DPK, nigga.
What would it take to make peace with some of the ops you were just naming?
There's no peace. If I make peace, I feel like a bitch. How you gonna make peace with niggas who's killing your mans and shit? For me?
When does it end then?
It will never end. If somebody kill your friend, how would you feel? Tell me, G.
How you doing, brother? So let me ask you this. What's important to you guys?
Yo, I know your music too.
What's important to you? Like, what's your goal in life? What do you want
My
to
goal in life, get out of this and make it in, for me, obviously, as you see music, and to change everybody, for me? Change everybody in Barrio, whatever. That's my goal. Yeah.
Again?
Hasta la muerte.
Hasta la muerte.
Yeah. Say popo. Hold on, can I hear popo?
Popo?
Yeah.
Popo?
Yeah. Popo.
Right here to the patria, nigga.
Is that another dungeon right there?
Yeah, but we don't got access to that one.
I said I'm green because I'm really TNT. If you try to run up, you better watch out. A whole lot of bullets hit the scene. 3 to 3. I'm always wildin'. If Mojo say get him, just know I'm gonna hit your face to him. I ain't freestyling, you know?
That nigga, you know that I've been that. Y'all niggas just rap with the struggle. Y'all ain't never lived that. Remember days as a kid on the block, I was just having fun. Not gonna lie, I missed that. Now we play with them 40 shit, got a kickback. Boy, try to rumble, we pushing his wig back.
I'm talking about,
when normal citizens
know the vibes. Yeah, you know the vibe.
When normal citizens are walking around, do you think they feel safer or more scared when you guys are walking around?
They know us. We grew up here our whole life, so most of us here, they know. For me, like I could probably run into any crib in here and hide if I had to.
The average mom walking around, when she sees a group of guys in shiesties, you think she's like, oh,
we say
shit.
how you doing and all that. We very polite. We not.
So do you think that's one thing that makes you guys different? You guys are more respectful than the average?
Yeah, we from here, bro, you know, so you gotta respect where you from. You can't never violate where you from.
So you believe in respecting the elders?
Yeah, that's where I come from. You have to.
What kind of family did you grow up in?
I grew up with single mother.
That was not me, bro.
My father got deported, so he really wasn't.
Where did he get deported to?
DR, Dominican Republic.
Okay. So how old were you when you got deported?
Yeah, I was like 6, 7, probably around there.
Did you guys think about going back at all?
We used to go like every summer and December for holidays.
How often do you get to talk to your dad now?
He died.
He died?
2 years ago.
How was life in the Dominican Republic?
Hard over there, bro. Third world country. That's rough. I would like to go for like vacations, but I don't think nobody want to live there if they don't really got money.
So you a bowler?
No, I wrestled.
Oh, I see the video. He's on the beach and
I don't know, the gangster dudes I meet don't work out. I'm like, how?
Nah, you have to work out. That helps your body, your soul,
and
your
it keeps your mind together. So if you go to Rikers, you already know the workout you'd be doing?
Mandatory. Every day you gotta just do calisthenics.
What are some Rikers workouts we could do?
Push-ups, garbage bags, fill them up with water. Those be the weights.
Inmates can be very creative with how they get things done.
I've never personally been to jail, but I know people that have been to jail, they be coming out like this.
You gotta work out because there's people physically in there, they're gonna like impose their will on you. So you're not gonna let somebody just walk all over you or do anything. So if you're skinny, you're gonna have to get your weight up so somebody else stop bothering you or whatever you gotta do.
Imagine you go in there, you see a guy like this, and you just came in the spot. I just came in the spot looking like this, you feel me? I'm not gonna win a fight every single time against him, so I gotta do...
Or imagine he come in the spot like that, I come in skinny, you probably gonna try me before you try him.
You say you go to Rikers for something. Will they put you by other Trinitarios or they separate people?
In my time, they wouldn't do that. We used to have fun, but now they putting you straight with your con. So whatever you are,
that minimizes the trouble.
They started to segregate.
Yeah, but that's not cool, bro. It's not fun. When I was in jail, bro, 2012, 11, 13, 14, like those times, you can't say nothing. So now they put you in a blood crib. You can't live with blood because we have beef with blood. So if you go to the blood crib and they ask you, yo, what are you? And you say, I'm not nothing, you can do that 24 hours. You got to do something in that house. You can't just be in there low riding like, oh, I'm not in no gang, no. So I done did that. I've been to a few cribs. I got a beard. They think I'm Muslim. I played a little black role because I look black. Once one of them is not looking, or I got them, then they send me to the bros and shit. But you just go in jail like, hey, I'm this, kind of. For me, that's not fun.
What are some stereotypes about jail that are true or false? Like let's say this, like if I'm the new guy, I come up, I have a tray and I have a brownie on the tray, some big dude's gonna be like, that's my brownie.
Even gonna get the, like, no, listen. You're not even gonna get the brownie. The inmates do the pantry, so the inmates are the ones that give everyone the food.
So if I go in there, I have no affiliation, I'm neutral. Do I have to join somebody or what?
No, just beat somebody up real quick.
You're not
in front of everybody.
But they will try you. Will I go to solitary if I knock somebody out?
Nah. You got a ticket for that.
What percentage of dudes get down in jail with other dudes? Like, is that a real thing?
Nah, that don't happen.
That's like back in the 80s.
Yeah, that don't happen. That drop the soap. That's not real. Once in a blue moon, though. I'll be like a trans and
a guy that now calls himself Jessica.
Yes, and they'll still put those type of people with us because they were men at one time. So that's just a question that I have to myself. They be putting so much laws, but in jail, you still put them with men.
Oh, we have the boys behind us.
Nah, this is every day.
Our boy could be walking full black cars will hop on you and just search you,
beat you up for no reason.
That's like the elite forces of the police.
Yeah, because they want the guns.
I see those. I try to maneuver because it will open your coat, check you all over
without any probable cause.
Yeah, that's illegal right there.
New York have a SWAT team?
Yeah, I love all
yeah,
they have a SWAT team.
Remember George Floyd incident? What happened a few years ago? New York had for that. They had to bring the SWAT out here, the U.S. martial law and all that, because everybody was looting, everybody was wilding.
What did you guys feel when you saw the George Floyd incident?
I ain't gonna lie, it's just I feel like it happens everywhere, you know? It's just another televised person getting killed for no reason.
I ain't never really been in jail, but when I was in the bookings, when I was in the cell, like, we was asking the cops, we was like, do you really enjoy doing this job? And most of them were like, nah, I just need to get paid. Like, I'd be feeling bad for you.
There's a
like,
lot of people like that too that don't care.
But that George Floyd situation, I want to touch up on that. And that kind of relates to like all little group, you know what I'm saying? That George Floyd situation, right? At that time period, people were going at cops, right? Me personally, I don't like cops, right? But you would say not every cop is bad, right?
Correct.
But I mean, that ties into like some happen in our culture and our little that happens. Just because a group did something bad to, you feel me, a little kid or some that doesn't mean that all of us is bad and all of us feel that was the right thing to do or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You're referring to a news story, aren't you?
Yeah, like we got blamed for something, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's a touchy subject, so I kind of don't really want to talk on it too much. But you know, like me, KB, Millie, we make music, right? A lot of people always harass us. Oh, y'all civilian killers, da da da. That wasn't us. You know what I'm saying? We don't
even know what's
that.
going on with
you know what
that.
I'm saying?
That's
Like there's Bloods that kill innocent people. There's Crips that kill innocent people. But people don't talk about that. But then people want to talk about that little one incident.
When you Google the Trinitarios, one of the first things that comes up is the 2018 murder of Junior Guzman Feliz. He was in the Belmont neighborhood walking home.
Saying just but that George Floyd situation, I want to touch up on that, and that kind of relates to like our little group. You know what I'm saying? That George Floyd situation, right? At that time period, people were going at cops, right? Me personally, I don't like cops, right? But you would say not every cop is bad, right?
Correct.
I mean, that ties into like some happen in our culture and our little that happens. Just because a group did something bad to, you feel me, a little kid or some that doesn't mean that all of us is bad and all of us feel that was the right thing to do or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You're referring to a news story, aren't you?
Yeah, like we got blamed for something, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's a touchy subject, so I kind of don't really want to talk on it too much. But you know, like me, KB, Millie, we make music, right? A lot of people always harass us. Oh, y'all civilian killers, da da da. That wasn't us. You know what I'm saying? We don't
even know what's going on with
you know what I'm
that.
saying?
That's
Like there's Bloods that kill innocent people. There's Crips that kill innocent people. But people don't talk about that. But then people want to talk about that little one incident.
When you Google the Trinitarios, one of the first things that comes up is the 2018 murder of Junior Guzman Feliz. He was in the Belmont neighborhood walking home one day when 4 cars filled with Trinitarios pulled up on him, chased him into a bodega, dragged him out, and stabbed him to death with knives and machetes. He was only 15 years old. According to the news, his death was the result of him being mistaken for a rival gang member. But what some on the street say is he got caught between a Trinitario civil war gone wrong. 14 of the Trinitario members that were involved in this gruesome crime were sentenced, and some of them are serving 25 to life. It's stories like this that make the endless cycle of violence in the hood seem like something that will never go away.
We winning this. We gonna take this W. Comment, Team Tommy G. We winning. It's your team right now.
It's us 3?
Yeah, it's us 3.
Okay.
3. Alright, run it.
Ready?
Alright, let's go. It's over.
Nah, yeah,
niggas got cover.
Let's get in.
We took a L.
We gon' blister the bag. Pull up with 3s and we moving 2 tack. If I catch West B, I'm letting it cut. Cause the best of them aiming for cabs. Like, go! Gang! Bang!
You just got in a scuffle?
I'm not talking about when somebody let
Are you okay?
Nah, bro, she was wildin'. She was snitching. They looked for my friend, she was snitching.
Wait, she looked for me.
She was like, oh, it was dumb, and it was dumb. Had to, yes, the mother.
Why'd you fight someone's mother?
She was talking shit, can't talk and then accept nothing to happen.
How old are you?
Like 14.
14? What's some slang in the area you can teach me? I'm from Milwaukee.
Ask the football that's behind you.
Yeah!
Me, I'm from Milwaukee.
Ask the football that's behind you.
Yeah!
Big bad boy, you heard? Someone just said to the camera, eat my d. Do you have to add no homo?
Nah, that's for the aunts. That's like the most disrespectful word in New York. Suck my eat my same I had to cut somebody in jail for some about that, you know what I'm saying?
So this is one of the only places I've been shooting a video where consistently throughout the police have been following us around.
They have the detective cops, 3 of them following us 24/7.
Nah, that, bro, they be doing that. I'm thinking around, but
they're about to take you into the dungeon. That's very safe.
Because I know New York was home to Jeffrey Epstein, so I just want to make sure I'm going into a dungeon.
You're going into a dungeon, I don't know what's in there, but nothing's gonna happen to you, obviously.
Yeah, I'll protect my butt if I have to. So who's this guy we're meeting?
This guy, he's a fiend.
But he speaks straight Spanish.
Okay.
We're gonna translate it for you.
Come on, you ready to come to the second dungeon?
I guess we're going to another dungeon. Con mucho gusto.
This is his room where he gets high, does what he does.
You feel me?
Yeah,
it's not a bad spot.
This is my best friend.
Me llamo Tomás.
Javier.
Dígame sobre tu vida y Hunts Point.
Aquí en Hunts Point at the age of 15.
¿Cómo el barrio cambia por los años?
When I came from Puerto Rico, I see Hunts Point but now it's different. They got the tree, they have building. Hunts Point changed. I do a lot of bad things in Puerto Rico. When I came here, same thing. I went to jail. I went to federal too. I do time.
You went to federal? What did you go to federal prison for?
Drug. I started getting high when I was 11 years old. Heroin.
Oh, heroin. 11 years old.
Smoke weed, taking on pill,
perks?
on Valium. Yeah.
What was life like in Puerto Rico when you were a kid?
It was good because in Puerto Rico, I don't have no spot or drug. Because I know that once you have a spot, somebody is jealous that you're making money. They do whatever they have to do to take you away.
Look, this is his bathroom right here. This is where he shower.
Yo, bro, look at his door. What it say?
Look what it say right here too. Here I sat, broken hearted, tired to but only farted.
You're a poet.
Where he showers.
When you guys said dungeon, I thought it was gonna be like crazy. This is solid. I got this.
This house looked crazy before, but he cleaned it up and made it look better. This look like a dungeon. Look, this is people's too. Yo, mira, una entrevista, mira.
Muchas gracias.
Dale, Javier.
¿Tienes palabras final para la cámara? Un mensaje.
I would and go to church.
I like that.
This reminds me of an important time of history when flash photography came to be. Let me tell you a story right now. Let's take you back in time. The year is 1889 and social worker Jacob Reese is walking through a grimy slum in lower Manhattan. He walks through a tiny apartment room that is crowded by dozens of working class immigrants, many of them Italian and Irish. He snaps a photo that will go on to become one of the most iconic photos in American history. A photo that shows to the world how New York's poor citizens lived. These photos were published in a book called How the Other Half Lives. And before this book, many people had no idea how wretched the conditions were for New York's poor. Rats, disease, and overcrowding are some of the ways to describe it. What people saw blew their minds and drew national attention. In 1900, nearly 2/3 of New York's 3.5 million residents lived in these crowded buildings known as tenements. Think of them as the projects of this era. After World War II, many of these slum buildings were demolished in efforts led by a man known as the power broker, Robert Moses. 45,000 families were displaced as a result of this effort. Still today, housing is a struggle for New Yorkers, and in the neighborhood that we're in, Hunts Point, nearly 60% of people are rent burdened, meaning that they spend over 30% of their paycheck on rent. Add this to the growing list of issues that New York is facing right now. ¿Tienes niños que fue en la calle y fue en el cárcel o tiene problemas en la calle?
Two of them, one of them got killed, and he always was in jail since he was a minor. And the other one, he enjoyed people like that too.
He got killed in jail?
No, Maryland.
Okay, what happened?
Somebody shoot him. It was a setup.
In that situation, if you knew who did it, would you say that to the police?
No.
You just let the street take care of it?
I think so.
When your sons were out and running the streets, did it ever make you nervous, or did you ever tell them don't do it, or what would be the conversation?
I was nervous and everything, but he wants to lead a life, so I told him to take care of himself.
If you could go back in time, is there anything differently you would have done?
Everything.
What would you change?
Those people don't come here at 14, don't have so many kids.
How did you get here?
In a boat.
You came in a boat? Where'd you come from?
From Cuba.
So you came to Florida first?
With 14.
What was the boat ride like? Was that scary?
Mm-hmm. Especially when they get to Mexico, they was like typical international water, sharks. That's very scary.
How big was the boat?
It was like a yacht.
What made you leave Cuba?
They made me leave. They told me that I had to leave.
Your family told you needed to leave? For a better life, or because they didn't want you there
They
anymore?
don't want me there.
So a lot of people in America are starting to think about considering socialism and communism. You came from Cuba. What do you think about socialism and communism?
Comunismo is hard. Socialism is better. Because in Cuba, that's why they don't got no because they like, they're not socialism.
So when you got here when you were 14, what did you do to survive?
I went to school, I went to a convent, I went to a group home.
So you lived in a boarding school almost?
Yeah, they put me like in a group home, all like minors, with the nuns.
There's a lot of young men that are chasing the street life. You've seen firsthand how painful it can be. Is there any advice you would give to some of these young men?
They're old enough to do the right from wrong. And now that they like that they had to live, they gotta survive.
Do you have any other thoughts you want to say?
No.
Thank you for your time.
Bye.
So tell me about this. There's a few current issues in New York that I want to ask you guys about. One, the migrant crisis. There's a lot of migrants living here now, coming in. What do you guys think about it?
I mean, I feel like everybody was migrants at one point, but they dragging it, bro, because the people that's coming over here is doing crimes and shit. And I feel like it's because the government's not really giving them help. Everybody thinks you're gonna come to America and you're just gonna get money.
It's just gonna be easy.
No, bro.
It's not easy to survive in America.
I hate that shit. Oh my God. People in the other think, bro, you come over here, you fucking rich automatically. Like, you're rich, bro. No, bro. You need to work hard, bro. Bro, shit is hard, bro. They think because they be seeing the little photos on Google and shit, that's how we living. No, bro. No, it's way different, bro. Like, way different, bro.
It's a good place to live compared to other countries, but it's still difficult to live well. Tell me about cost of living. Do you feel like people feel squeezed around here? Rent's going up, energy's going up,
everything's expensive,
going up,
food,
everything's
everything's
so are a lot of people squeezed around here?
Yeah, bro. The people living off their paychecks, all type of going on.
Paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, bro.
A lot of people in rap on the 9 to 5.
Not at all. Look, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. At the end of the day, those people who too prideful to work a 9 to 5 be broke as You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is about money, bro. And the people nobody's hating on niggas who's making money, bro.
Don't matter if you want to block trapping, if you working a 9 to 5, you working at McDonald's.
You could do both.
Like, you need resources to invest in a mic or equipment or recording software.
Yeah, music videos.
I did a 9 to 5 for like 5.5 years before I jumped to YouTube.
And then look where you are right now.
Yeah.
Which one was your first 9 to 5 job?
My first 9 to 5? Well, when I was a kid, my first job, in 8th grade, I went door to door doing lawn mowing. So I was like knocking on people's doors and trying to mow their lawn.
Another shit, not just work. School, a lot of y'all, like, feel me, I feel like everybody needs to stay in school. Like, me personally, I graduated high school. My son right here, he's still in college. I'm about to go back to college.
So look, I do what I do, gangster, and go to school. If niggas don't know that, you feel me? Because me personally, I don't have to prove nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Me about to graduate, gangster, that's the most gangster thing in my lifetime. I'm like, if you know what I've done. That's the most gangster thing I'm about to do. I'm about to graduate college, you feel me? And then my mom's gonna be super proud of me.
Roughly, if you had to guess, allegedly, how many Trinitarios are in this area, you think?
About 100, 150.
That's a rolling deep squad.
In New York City, probably over 1,000.
Wow, more than that.
I'm ready to spin, ready to load every time that I sin. Niggas just talk about crazy and capping shit like you can get shot in your chin, like damn.
How you doing, man? I'm Tommy, nice to meet you.
Good.
What's it like running a business in Hunts Point? It's known as one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in New York.
That's fine, it's not.
What's the best thing on the menu here?
Chopped cheeses, cheeseburgers.
Should we get a chopped cheese?
Chopped cheese, bro.
2 chopped cheeses, please.
I got a trick. I'm bike, I'm begging, they can teach you already. No, without fight, nigga, we should shooting the motherfucker. Click, 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 pop, pop, pop. Bring the fuck. You know what around. If I can get outside, I'm talking that hot.
Oh, why you go bathroom like that?
Yeah, there you go. I thought you was gonna eat it from the top. Pause.
In New York, you can't even eat any food without being like,
hey. Good?
I would say
good.
Jacking
out of 1 through 10, how you rate it? Out of 1 through 10.
I'd say 8.
Honest.
How you feel about that right there?
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, alright.
You said 8. You give it an 8.
That's good. That's
great.
8 out of 10.
W Radio.